This episode, I'm going to be talking about the power of foundational work in your business. And so the topic is that big goals start small. And this is such an important topic. And I'm really excited to share this with you as we're moving into the incredible energy of 2025. We really want to start fresh. And, if I think about my entrepreneurial journey, when I first started my business, I will admit I was a bit of a corner cutter. I would cut corners. I would just like, what's the thing I can just do now? And it didn't set very good foundations. And it wasn't until I set the foundations in my business really strongly that I even felt safe that my business could support me and I knew where I was and I knew what I had to focus on. And this is so important because I think we see so much in the social media and people talking about, doing big numbers in their business, whether it's even if you want to get to 10K months, 20K months, 30K, 50, 100K months, whatever it is that you want to do, it doesn't happen by chance. And it's not something that you're just going to fix up as you go along. Not easily anyway. Wherever you are, you can make this work for you now, but now is the time. Not later on, not later when you think you've got more need to have all these foundations in place. The sooner you get your foundations in place, the sooner you're going to have the energy and attention and focus to be able to grow and scale and know exactly what it is that you can manage, what your business will support you in doing. And this is really important. It will support your vision. So today we're going to be diving into these foundational elements of your business that might seem small in some of these aspects, but they are absolutely essential for creating big, bold results in your year ahead. So let's think about this foundations. And I use the word foundations for business because whenever I think about a business, I think about it in relation to if you're building a building or a house, you have to start with foundations and how deep, how supported those foundations need to be. What kind of lay of the land are they supported on? Because if you put like a too thin foundation on sand, well, it might look great to start with, but pretty soon that building or that house won't stand up. It won't withstand the challenges of the environment and everything else that goes along with it, and it will collapse. So we really want to think about what are the foundations? What is the vision for my business? Because you know what? You might be able to pitch a tent on sand, but you're not going to be able to house a whole family or community in that tent for long term. So you need to really look at, okay, what's my long-term vision? What is my long-term vision for my business, just as you would for a house as a long-term investment? And so we really want to think about what is the vision? Where am I taking my business to? And act as if that is where you are. That's what you're doing. You are putting in place all of the systems and processes that will support the vision of your business from the start, not try and implement them whatever point it is that you think you're going to get to where you're going to need it. It's really important that we start from where you are now. So when we talk about foundations, this is things like being really clear on your offers and your messaging and your systems. And that's financial systems, that is admin systems, that is sales systems, marketing systems, delivery systems, really making sure that you're creating a business from the get-go or from now, if wherever you are now, that's scalable, that's resilient, that's aligned, and that it makes sense, that you have goals that can actually be achieved through the way your business is set up. So if you've got a business and you're trying to scale without understanding your numbers or the capacity that you have, or, like, how does this even work? Then you're just going to be spinning your wheels and forever feel like you're in this place of, what do I need to do? I don't know what I need to do. I don't know what I'm going to talk about on my socials. I don't know what my offer needs to be. I don't know how much I'm charging. And you'll never be able to solidify that and get clear direction until you do these foundational things. So the first key foundational area that you need to really focus on is your vision and mission. And you know what? There was a time when I used to do these exercises and go, oh, I don't really get it. I'm just doing it, but I couldn't remember really what I'd spoke about or what I'd said was my vision and mission, like probably the next day, because I just wasn't attached to it, right? But it's so important that you're really clear about what that is. And my vision is so clear for me now. I am just really obsessed with helping entrepreneurs become really the masters of their business, because there is so much personal evolution that happens for you when you take on the challenge of becoming a business owner. So my vision is having small business, a small medium business, be able to really master that vehicle of business and create a lifestyle and business that they love, that supports them. That is my vision. And when I think about this, I can see all of the business owners in my mind that I work with, what it is that they're doing, what is the challenges that they have, what is actually possible for them, what are the benefits of their businesses growing, like what is the impact that that has not just on them but on their clients and their clients' families and this community and society. And I can see very clearly, like my vision of really leveling up that mindset and capability of small and medium business owners has a huge impact on the world. I'm very, very passionate about that, and it's very motivating for me. And I know that I've got these skills that I can really help people become very, very clear and aligned in their heart, their mind, their soul, and in their own vision of what they want to create. And so that's very exciting for me. Um, and so you want to know what that vision is for you, right? And then your mission, and how do you do that? And for me, it's through running business and mindset coaching programs. I support business owners of small and medium businesses through my online programs, and also tailor-made programs that I deliver to medium-sized businesses. And so you really want to think about that for yourself. And how does your business, your current business, align with your big picture vision? Or do you even have a big picture vision? Right? That's a really important question. And so, of course, then you want to be getting clear on your offer suite. So making sure that your offers and what you're offering your audience is aligned with their needs, but also your income goals. Okay, the numbers have to be able to work out. And so then you can create a well-structured offer suite, which makes it simple for you to scale. Okay, so understanding how to scale. And this is really where you've got to get really clear about understanding how much time do you have available. What is it that you can scale? And it doesn't take you just doing one-to-one work, because one-to-one work can't scale very far. There's a limit to that for the amount of time and energy that you have. So looking at what are the things that you can do on going to group, or creating online programs and those kinds of things. So you've got to get really clear about that. And then make sure that you're clear on your messaging and that your messaging resonates, right? So that you can talk directly to your ideal clients' desires and challenges, right? That you can demonstrate you know how to help them solve those things. And there's lots of ways that you can use AI tools to refine your messaging for clarity and impact. And it's something that I teach my clients. I love using AI and ChatGPT, and like there's a few different AI things that I use that just increases the productivity that you have. And I love AI as a way that, for me, it creates structure. So for me, in my feminine space, I am very creative and I can come up with lots of ideas. spending time structuring it is something that I don't love, and it takes me more time than I need. So I've developed some really great ways of how I can brain dump all my ideas into AI and then have AI help me structure it very, very quickly. And it feels amazing. It brings back the joy to creativity for me. So that's something that's really important to look at as well. And then, of course, we want to have really clear systems and processes, right? Really clear systems and processes, documenting the tasks that you do, streamlining your workflows, saves you time and reduces your stress incredibly. And the fact is, until you have systems and processes in place, you're not going to be putting out consistent productivity or consistent results. And it's going to be extremely difficult for you to outsource anything, because a lot of people think, well, I'll just get a VA and they can just do stuff for me. Well, VAs can do a lot of stuff for you, but they're not you. And so you need to give them clear direction of what are the tasks that you want them to do. And the more clear you have your systems and processes documented, the more that you can say, okay, here are the tasks I'd like you to do. Here are the step-by-step processes, and then they can go on their way. So there are some really easy ways that you can do that now as well that I teach to my clients, which involves recording what you're doing, transcribing those, and you using AI as a way to create SOPs for you. It can be done very, very quickly. And so these are really important things for the foundations of your business so that you can scale. So, I've got a VA that works with me for 10 hours a week. She's got very clear structures, systems, and processes of what she does, and the work that she gets done. Because I don't love the detailed technical things, it would take me more than 10 hours to do the stuff that she does. So I offload that, I get way more than 10 hours back. So it's really important to think about that for yourself. And it's not just the time of doing those tasks, the amount of freedom that gives me, it much more aligns me in having a business that I love, right? A business that I love means that I get to do more of the things that I really enjoy, and I get more time to myself and to create the lifestyle that I want. So I can leverage, I can make more money and work in less time. There's so much that's really important about having your systems and processes in place. And I can assure you, when I first started my business, I was so resistant to structure that it wasn't funny, because I am hugely motivated by freedom and not being told what to do and being the master of my own destiny. But that has only actualized when I became the authority of myself and my own business, and I put in the structure and processes that were required for me to have the freedom that I wanted. It's such an important mindset shift. It's something that I work with my clients about, to really get this completely clear in your mind, so that you're aligned, that you're creating a business that supports the life and the freedom that you want to have. Okay, so we've got to start small to think big. We've got to start with the small things. So you're going to start with at least one foundational area to start with in your business, rather than trying to overhaul everything at once, because we know that just leads to overwhelm and then procrastination and those kinds of things. So start with one area. What is one area that you can start working on straight away? And knowing that every time you complete a small task, it has this compound effect of that every intentional step taken consistently leads to big goals, and this is why people often say that people overestimate what they can do in 12 months, but underestimate what they can do in 10 years. And we know that business is a long game. Now, I've been in business, specifically my coaching business now, for 8 years, nearly 9 years, and pretty much 9 years now. And I feel like I'm just getting going in a lot of ways. There's a lot of things that have happened, but I feel like yes, I've been supporting myself and I've been working full time in my, business for several years now, and it's been great and I've created this lifestyle, but now I'm at a place where I really leverage it even further and go to another level, which I've only got to this place because I've been playing the long game, and I have consistently showed up and kept growing and evolving. And so this is what's really important for you, right? Is to think about these small intentional steps, forever being grateful for where you are, but knowing it's leading to a much bigger picture for you as well. And so even something like starting with a vision and mission and getting really clear about that will help you with your messaging. It will help you stay motivated. It will help you know what are you showing up for every day. And that will impact on the sales, the marketing, your delivery, the results that you get. It all can start from that one small step. And also when we are really building out these foundations, it's really important to look at currently, where am I at? So what am I doing really well now? What feels like it is going well, but also what feels like it's misaligned or disorganized? Because sometimes when we do this review, we find that there are things that we need to let go of. And this is very, very normal. There's Over the last 9 years, my business I just kept on adding on things, adding on things, adding on things, and adding on things. And this year, 2024, has been a year of letting go of a lot of things. And that's a really important part of this next level of growth, is working out, okay, what am I no longer misaligned with? What do I feel complete with? And it's okay to let those things go and get really clear and focus on what I'm moving into. Because when I first started my business, it was focused around working with people one-on-one. Then it grew to training and group programs, and there was a lot of other things that were going on there as well. Whereas now, my business is more about scaling and being online and delivering things that can serve a lot more people. So there's even different systems and processes in my business. There's offerings that I'm no longer offering. There's processes I no longer need to do, or systems I no longer need to use, because now I'm moving into a different way of getting different results, and there's creating new systems and processes. And I'm doing those from the ground level as well. So really think about that for yourself. What's happening in your business now? What are you doing well? What are you going to continue? What are you going to leverage? And what feels misaligned or disorganized that you're going to sort out or let go of? And set yourself one key goal for the first quarter of 2025. So that could be refining your office suite, getting really clear on that. Could be creating the SOPs for your business, could be clarifying your message. But really think about, what is that key goal that you're going to set for yourself for the start of 2025? And make sure that you're using tools to support your efforts. It's very much a given now, certainly has been in 2024, and it's going to increase in 2025, that if you're not using AI, you're going to start getting left behind, because it is giving everyone that extra edge on their productivity and their effectiveness. And everyone, that's where the world is going. So it's really something you want to look at embracing. And you can use AI tools for brainstorming, for workflow automation, for creating templates and documents, for planning out courses. There's so many things that you can use AI for, and I've been doing this myself and refining this in a really powerful way. And it's something that I'm sharing in Business Alchemy, which is the program that I'm launching at the start of January. So Business Alchemy is really designed for service providers who want to get really clear and aligned on their business mindset, their money mindset, and their business structure, so that you can create a business that supports you, so that you can create a business that does what you set out to want to achieve. And whatever that is for you is perfectly okay. For me, creating the business that works really well for me is a business that I have created. It's working from home. So right here, I have my own office, which is behind my home, which is perfect for me. It's separate from my house. It's set up as my own space. There are a couple of clients that I see that come into my office and see me face to face, but mostly I work online. I've been working here full time for since the start of 2019. And my business has paid me a full-time income. My business is profitable. I get to choose the hours that I want to work. I get to work from home, and I've got a lot of time and energy freedom. And I get to do things that really make my heart sing. I feel like I'm on purpose in my business. And my business is set up really well. It has structure. I pay myself a regular wage. I pay myself super. All my taxes are paid on time. Everything works in a really beautiful way because I set the foundations for it. Now, as I mentioned, my next goals are around leveraging and doing a whole lot more online and leveraging my time and energy so that I can help a whole lot more people, because this is important for me, because my vision is so strong about the work that I'm here to do and really helping people who are in business create businesses that they love, create businesses that support them, create businesses that have the type of impact that they want to have, that I am super driven. I'm super driven by this. I've got a really clear vision. I know what I'm building out as far as the structure and how to make that happen. And so whatever your business is for you, whatever it is that you want, you might be happy creating a part-time income for yourself. You might be looking to also create a full-time income for yourself. You might be looking to take it to the next level and to make more money while working less hours. Whatever it is, I am super passionate about helping people create that for themselves, because when you get the foundations right around how you think about business and understanding business as a structure, how you think about money and your ability to receive, and how you understand the actual structure of business, and you set that up with the foundations, then once you have all that right, you can make your business be whatever it is that you want. So Business Alchemy is going to go deep into all of these topics. It will be a minimum 3-month program, which will have a whole course content of recorded sessions that you can watch in your own time, including some very powerful processes that I've bought from all of my experience as a master trainer of NLP, timeline therapy, hypnosis, the consciousness work that I do, the energy work that I do, all of the things that I have learned and used for myself and helped all of my clients, from solo startuppreneurs all the way up to the clients that I have that are doing $20 million a year in their business and growing. This is what I'm bringing into Business Alchemy, because I want it to be available to as many service providing businesses as possible. And alongside of the course content, there will be weekly group coaching with me, where I will be going deep with you every single week to make sure that you're getting clear and aligned and really mastering business and your mindset in a way that feels amazing. So think about what is that for you. And if you want to find out more details about Business Alchemy, send me a message on Instagram or Facebook, or send me an email, and you'll be the first to know about all of those details as they're coming out, moving into the new year. Now, like I said, embrace this foundational work. It makes such a change to your life and your business. You know, I was talking to someone just yesterday who was joining one of my private programs in Elevate about what are the types of results that my clients have got from working with me. And, you know, one of the clients I remember who I was talking to her about is a massage therapist. And when I started working with him, he'd been building up his massage therapy business for quite a few years, and he'd got it to a reasonable kind of level. But he felt a little bit capped, and he thought that, you know, reaching 6 figures was nearly impossible for him. But it was an important thing goal for him to reach because it was a full-time income. And when you have a business, you really need to be doing at least 6 figures if that's your full-time income, because by the time you pay GST and your taxes and your expenses, you're not getting that 6 figures in your pocket. You're getting a lot less. Now, if you have all of your numbers like keenly tuned in, then you can make sure you're reducing your expenses and maximize the money that you're making in the profits. But he didn't think that he could make it. But by getting really clear about his numbers and being very specific and automating a lot of the things that he was doing so that it would free up a lot more time and mental space for him, he was able to do that. He's hit that 6 figures in his business. And he was amazed. He was like, I never thought this was something that could happen. But with the right structure and vision and systems and processes, he's doing it easily, and he will continue to. And he's looking at other ways that he can also refine and leverage his income from there. So I really invite you to reflect on this and how important having these business foundations are for you and your future growth, and to take action on them. And if you feel like you need some extra support, as I said, Business Alchemy will be diving really deep into these concepts to support your long-term growth. And reach out to me to get on the waiting list to be one of the first to have all of the details right in your inbox. So that's it. Wrapping up the year. Get set for 2025. It's exciting times, and I'm here to support you all the way.